Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to film this video. It is about 5 things I learned as a teen writer in the past 1 year, 1.5 year, I guess, counting the lockdown. So let's get started. December when you wore this sweater that is drenched. So, first thing which I learned as a teen writer is that your narrative is quite unique and rare. So, your story is going to be very unique, and you need to preserve that because there are so many people who want you to tell what they want to hear. Something like teen writing complex. So, teen writing complex is basically for BIPOC people that they are expected to talk about their trauma or experiences or a particular niche, and people would appreciate that. So when you are as a writer putting yourself out there, I would say that write what you want to write and write what you want to say, even though if the topic is like trending or wanted or something like that. Don't let it ruin your writing, you can say, or affect your writing, because I think you should have the whole liberty of writing what you want and not others to control what you're doing, I guess, something like that. So preserve your narrative, it is very unique, and I can assure you that it will there will be people who will expect you to write about something particular, but if you're not comfortable doing that, or if you don't like it, then don't do. That is the first thing I learned. The second thing would be that publishing. So last year during the whole COVID-19 and lockdown thing, I think I had written so many pieces without expecting to get published. So it was such a unique experience. I think I was just writing as a time pass, you can say, or as a hobby. So I did not expect an end product or a result. And I think during this time I got not first but my second publication, and it was very exciting. And I remember that feeling. It was very exciting submitting to a literary magazine and then receiving acceptation or a rejection and then getting published. So the whole process is like, I think it is very tiring. So if you want to go through it, make sure that you're ready for it. And even if you accept rejections, I think the best thing is not taking it personally. So it is fine, not everyone would like your story, you can say, or not everyone would enjoy a particular thing, but your work is completely valid, and whatever you write, I can say it is going to be the best. So just write, and maybe try editing and taking constructive criticism. I wouldn't say take negative criticism. And I think one fine line between hate and constructive criticism is that if your friend would be telling you to change something or do something in your work, I think you would agree to them or like take a look at it. Whereas if someone else would be saying that this whole thing is rubbish and nothing can be done, so I think that is hate. And constructive criticism is that something in this could have been better and you could have taken a look at it. So yeah, learn to differentiate. And then I think the most important thing is the third point, which is prioritizing your mental health first. I know as a teenager you have so many things going on, like school or work or so many things. So if you're not able to participate in some competition which is like popular among teenagers, or just not able to write, it's okay. And if it is like, if you're feeling like it is a writer's block, then you can always try new things, or remember why you liked writing at the first place. And if a competition is like very much out of your reach and beyond your mental health, then I would say do not burn yourself out for it. I have been through that phase when you want to submit your work to more literary magazines and get recognized, but you are not in a state of such a good mental health condition. So I would say just take a little bit of break and return. And if you are very much feeling guilty to take a break, I would suggest you to try something related to writing, like make a writing playlist or do some art related to your writing. Just go creative. And fourth one is keeping a track of what you have been writing if you're submitting to places or literary magazines or something like that. There are so many summer mentorship out for teenagers, so I would suggest you to keep a track of what is the deadline or what theme it is, and try to do as many as you can or which is in your reach. And one thing which I do is I have like a, you can say, page for it, and I have like a serial number, the publication, their name and everything, then theme what they are accepting, the deadline, and one deadline which I set for myself if I'm submitting. I think the whole process is tiring, and do it if you really want to. And I think keeping a track of rejection and exception, like another column for that, would be much better. And I feel that just helps you understand why you got rejected, and try to see it in a positive way. Maybe your work didn't suit their theme or something like that. And there are so many lit marks which do give criticism on your work. If not, most of them do it for free or charge like a little money. But I think if you are into it, you can do it. Or there is so many free platforms which have people who are very willing to give criticism. But then again, take the criticism which you like and just remove what you don't want. I think that is some of the tips I know regarding like the literary magazine thing. The most important point would be that these competitions, these writing competitions, there are so many after fall, I think. Submit to as many as you can, or even if you don't want, just don't do it. I think there is so much pressure on teens to do these literary magazines competition or these famous competitions, and I know so many people can't afford that, or they aren't ready for that, or I think you need not participate in these competitions to prove yourself as a writer. I think you're valid and it is fine. Just let it go, I can say. Like, there are so many people who talk that they have been into this competition or that competition, but I think at the end of the day, you are a writer and you are valid even after anything. Even if you're not published, even if you do not put out your work, I think so many people out there can't do it, and it is such a struggle. But then remember that you are a writer even after everything. And these can be some of the things I learned last year, and I learned it the hard way. So if any teenager is watching this, I would just say to them that do not let any of these affect you and your mental health. So these were some of my tips, and just comment down some of your tips which you think would be useful. We can make like another video with few more tips, I feel. And thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this, and this was like an on spot video. So thank you so much.